Okay, guys, thanks for turning up to the emergency meeting, which is on top of our normal regular exec and all team meetings. So we've had some meetings overnight, which have resulted in some knowledge coming across our table, and we need to make some decisions. So we met with Ordinals Bot and Ordbit yesterday night, who are two of the top launch pads in the space, and so they're pretty. Both of them are pretty good. Both of them are willing to negotiate on the fee up front, and then they've given different advice on how we should mint it out. But between Rob and myself, we're in the meeting. We feel that Ordinals Bot will be a better option. So we're going to go with those guys. What the deal is, it's 60-40 split on the initial fees for the mint. What they're recommending is that we've got our team allocation, our DAO allocation, but then they also recommend a free mint. So that would be 15%, maybe another 15% would be a free mint to get that initial momentum. And then the remainder, which would end up being like 70%, is a paid mint. Now, the paid mint is literally ranging, like going from cents. So it'll be it's not a huge, we're not talking about charging people like $20, $3, 30, 40, $100. Like it's literally ranging from cents up to dollars for the remaining of the paid mint. So we're going to roll with that. Now, the thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is we went to register the ticker, and the ticker of the actual fuck around find out itself, like FUCK, is gone. Okay, so which is an annoyance, but nothing we can do. So Rob and I spent some time last night looking for alternatives, and we've come up with two alternatives, and I wanted to have a chat to you about it. So the first would be fuck as in FCK, so fuck around, find out. The pros for that is it's obviously a little bit less offensive. The main Twitter account on Twitter that promotes FAFO, which has 2.5 million followers, is actually FCK. So fuck around, find out. They spell it in that way. So people are very familiar with seeing it in that spelling. So that's one option. Okay. Then the other option was we go more towards the crypto side and we do something a little bit outside the box, and it's fork around and find out. So as in a forking of the blockchain or a decision making within a DAO, which creates a fork. So a little bit of a play on those two options. I don't really have any sort of emotion or attachment to any of the two. I want to get your guys' initial feedback, and then I'm thinking maybe we send this to the DAO. But what do you think?
First one, big time.
I don't think changing the name is. I like the first one personally.
So do I. I was gonna ask. So the FAFO coin register is gone. You're muted, Mark.
Just the ticker on Bitcoin. So the way that Bitcoin runes work is the original drop. Everything is like it has to be 13 characters or more. So like you'll see all these tickers like God, Dog, Go to the Moon and all of that. They have to be 13. Every time I can't remember what it is, but
okay,
there's some action where it drops to 11, then 10, then 9, 8, and in years' time, it'll be down to 4. And
okay, gotcha. Yeah. And then second question is
Ticker.
Our money symbol FAFO ticker symbol still available?
Well, with that, there's nothing stopping us from registering a token FAFO on CoinGecko, on CoinMarketCap. There are other existing ones, so we either go FAFO and back ourselves to dominate over the top of them. There's nothing significant. Like there's little tokens on Solana and Ethereum that have fuck all liquidity. So they kind of just like muck around. There's nothing serious with under FAFO.
Okay, so
It just
but there is the money symbol FAFO available on the main ticker.
Well, you can have it whatever you want. That's not the critical bit. Like if you go on CoinGecko, there's lots of tokens that have the same ticker symbol. Sometimes there's 4 or 5 with the same.
Yeah, we can go and create a ticker on Coin Market Cap or like Gecko called Bitcoin.
Yeah,
gotcha.
If we wanted to. So there's nothing stopping us. It's
it's the actual name, the 13-character name. That's the critical thing.
Okay, well then I'm about keeping up with the first one that Mark brought up. You know, we'll just drop the C, make it fuck around, find out, but without the C, and
it's without the U.
What's that?
It's without the U.
Oh, it's without
FCK.
FCK. That's the biggest one. But I can probably go grab the FUK if we want it. But I've grabbed FCK. I've grabbed Fork. So I could probably go grab. I could go grab that.
So
FUK sounds good.
FUK. Yeah, if it was FUK, like fuck yeah, without the C. Fuck around, find out.
Cool. Well, I'm going to jump on right now and grab that. Sweet as.
I think that'd be smart.
Vince, what's your thought?
I have none.
Okay.
Now, you guys talking about a ticker symbol?
Initially, no.
Someone fill them in. I'll get it sorted. What you were just talking about.
Okay. Yeah, so we're kicking around the FUCK, fuck around, find out it's gone or not available. So Mark and Rob brought up a couple propositions as far as naming convention. One was the fuck around, find out without the U. The other one was like fork around, or Rob, you could probably, is it fork around, find out, right?
Around, like you're forking a project on
So I just shot forward opinion, and Wake Sessions here was kind of liking the same thought, was just see if we could pick up one that's FUK, like FUK around, find out, so just without the C,
or replace the U with a V.
We kind of like the idea of changing it because it's less offensive.
Do we really fucking care about that?
No, but what, if we're trying to sell something, why cut 10-20% of the market out? Who will just be switched off by the
so
doesn't worry any of us. But
so I do like how the fork around and find out plays into that, because essentially this is a layer 2. Yeah. So it's right in.
Exactly. It does.
But I think it in a way, I think if we're putting our line in the sand, if we're calling it FAFO, I think we keep it as close around to the meme as possible. Otherwise, we're gonna have to come up with a whole bunch of different memes for forking around, right? I just think that's gonna be
harder,
a little hard to do.
Yeah. But I mean, I do like to play on that, but at the same time, it's like, I don't really feel like we should be changing too much.
So
it could be better to keep it as close as possible.
Yeah. So maybe, I don't know if changing the U to a V will change anything up. I mean, yeah, I see where you're going with that though, Vince. Wasn't a bad idea.
That could work too.
But yeah, if we gotta,
How
yeah,
about I don't know, how about putting the ing on the end of the first word, the normal way to spell it? Just put it ing.
What do you mean,
not
fucking around and finding out?
Not on the second word, but on the first one.
Here's what I'll put my thoughts into this, right? So, fuck around, find out whether it's FCK or FUK is sticking to the original meme, right? And then it's not going to require too much. I think this is where I see the downside for this, and if any, right? Someone already owns fuck around and find out, so someone's created that ticker. We're going to put FCK or FUK, and we're probably going to be then competing against that token because it's kind of the same thing. If you go and have a look at, there's a project that came out called, and I've seen this like where it's called BAMK, and it's a bank, but they just changed the N to an M. If we change it to fork around and find out, it will massively differentiate us away from that, and then we won't be associated to all of these other fuck around find outs or like what the way that they do it. Our branding will become really very unique, and people will know that we're about crypto like straight away. But so that's like the pro and the con. One sort of heading more into like, okay, these guys are like into like straight away, right? You see fork around and find out, and it's crypto project, you know what's up. Like straight away, like that. I think that makes it very obvious. Fuck around and find out. We're gonna have to go up against this other token which has been minted. It's like, is it FUCK? Is it FCK? Is it FUK? That's what I think is the argument for fork. Is what that's the argument for it. But I'm not strongly attached to either. Yeah. Both have got their pros and cons, right? The FCK, if we were going to go FCK or FUK, I would rather go FCK purely because the main account on Twitter is FCK. Like that's the one that everyone sees. It's got 2.5 million followers. We might get like residual,
right?
Just purely the people thinking we might be part of that.
Yeah, I like that. I prefer that then. I mean, because that way we could kind of piggyback off his followers without even. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's park that, and do you think we send this to the DAO? I mean, we got to make the decision here at the end of the day, but we push this through the DAO. It's a big one. And I guess they're not going to be able to put as much thought in behind it as we are. Maybe we need to have like a proper explanation around each one and then have a vote. But I think my view is like, okay, we're setting the strategy here. We're already way down this path.
Yeah. How much time do we have to get back to Ordinal's bot?
Okay, that's probably the next part of this conversation. We got around about 9-10 minutes, so let's dig into that. So what they're saying is, and I totally agree with this, right, is the campaign needs to be condensed down into around about a 4-week campaign. What is going to work in this space is, so we will, for the free launch and the free mint and that component of it, what we'll do is we will we'll snapshot every single one of the top probably like 50 projects in the space, and we'll probably gather like maybe 70 to 80,000 wallets. That doesn't mean that they're all going to mint. Obviously, they need to be aware of us. But what the strategy is going to be is, hey, guys, there's a free mint coming. Drop your wallets. come on through. We'll go through to all of these top 50 projects and make sure they're aware of it, of what's coming with the free mint, so that their community can take advantage of it. So that's a big part of the strategy. What the target should be, or based on what we've been told is, and what's realistic, is to get around about 2,500 to 3,000 holders on this launch. Therefore, we would need to get between 5,000 to 8,000 organic wallets. So this is going to be like a fucking smash fest for 4 weeks. Where we're just going out, we're reaching out to every one of the top projects, letting them know, hey, we've got this project, it's a free mint. We're partnering with Ordinals Bots. We're partnered with Pizza Pets. We're having conversations with the Startup Lab, all of this shit. Really nice script, push it out. Really, my question to you is, and why I want to have this meeting today is, it's going to be a 4-week smash. It's going to be stepping up a gear. Are we fucking going to start this next week or the week after? That's basically the only question I have, because the whole goal of this is going to be between now and when we start, which will be Monday. And what I want is, I want all of these fucking scripts created for all of the projects. I want all of the tweets created, all of the shit created, and Sam needs to finish that fucking whitelist. So it's going to be a shit ton more effort, and there's going to be like no excuses from exec, founders, fucking nobody. Like, send your motherfucking DMs or fuck off. That's what it's going to be once we hit go. So thoughts, is it too soon to plow into this from the 5th, or do we need to buy another week for planning? I mean, we have been planning and building the shit for a month, so yeah. What do you guys think?
First question, Art going to be ready by then?
Art's not relevant.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is the rune drop, and then the art will look to follow in. And
I'm with you now. Yep.
Yeah. So this is going to be like really, this is going to be quite hot because it's a free mint. And then not only that, we're going to say like the first 2,000 wallets all get a free ordinal when we drop the ordinal. And we'll make the supply somewhere around 2,500. Make sure we look after our portal pass holders, etc., and have a team allocation. And then everyone who comes in on this rune, on this fucking launch, is you get a rune and a fucking ordinal attached to crypto mining rewards. Who's fucking in? For free. Who wants free shit?
Right.
It's a fucking no-brainer, right? Because we can then collect fees on the front end with ordinal bots, and then we can also have a small price increase in that final 70%. We're talking cents, maybe up to a few bucks, and then we can get enough money on board to get our miners for the fractionalized returns.
And then we're using the runes to to mint our mining NFT ordinals.
We can do that. The downside to that is we then would need to sell those runes. If they paid us some runes, we would then need to sell them into our own liquidity pool to recover Bitcoin to pay for shit. So there's a downside to that.
Okay, all right. Nope, it's just processing. Been a long day. So I got one more question and I'll probably eat my boot. So
I just like come in with a fucking storm on your head, and just say, right, here's all the shit, now make a decision.
Okay. I got one more thing. So with that being said, with the runes going out, if we're attaching an ordinal with that, so once we do start, where's our income going to be coming from to turn and burn on S21s? The rune, right?
Yeah. So we'll have a percentage of the initial, I guess, fee at the front end. So how it works is we will predetermine how the 21 million. So we're going for a 21 million supply. We'll determine how many byte sizes that's broken into. So it might be, okay, we're setting it at 5,000 byte sizes for every chunk that people can grab. We're going to grab a fee at the front end. which we're splitting with ordinals bots. Then we will also have a small amount of them will also have an actual cost. Then on top of that, we'll have the team allocation of 5%, which we can tap into to get miners as well. So yeah, that is the plan.
Okay, I'm locked in.
Cool.
So name FCK, right? Let's copy the Twitter dude. That's my opinion, but
Yeah,
we got Vince and Wake here too, and Leo. So
all the nerds will want fork. I can already tell. Nerds are loving that shit.
yeah, I'm game for whatever.
Yeah.
I was just looking at it as the meme portion of it. How we're gonna get. So is that gonna change all of our memes from fuck around to find out, the fork around find out? And then what memes go with that? A bunch of graphs or fucking some splits on some cryptos. I mean, that's the part that fucking gets me.
Me too. I feel like it's like starting all over.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to start over.
No, I was thinking the same. It's just a play on words, really. It's still fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
It's just we're calling it, we're calling it fork around and find out.
Well, to me, that's a banana to an orange in my mind. So
That's because you're a Marine.
Yeah.
hey, okay, I didn't say crayons, they're asshole. They all taste the same. Doesn't matter what color they are.
It's I like them both. But if it came down to a vote, I'd probably go FCK.
Well, then, do you think we give it a 5-day play, put it in the DAO, and and leave it to the community, or just make that decision tonight? Because when do you guys have to decide on that?
Tonight.
Yeah, you probably have to register something, don't you?
Mark's gone ahead and grabbed all of them already. So we've got about 4 locked in.
Okay, so once they get locked in, do we have a time limit starts before we make our play then, right? Before it has to hit the go button. Cool.
What does that mean when you have them locked in?
Pre-mined.
Oh, okay.
So no one else can,
We have to come up with the lot sizes too, hey? I just don't know how that well works. I was just logging into that wallet there the other day and trying to figure it all out. It's like, it's way different than everybody's used to, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's sort of so they sell in batches. So basically, most people are going, if it's sort of Bitcoin related, going for 21 million total supply, which makes sense. So if we want, say 3,000 wallets, each batch will be 7,000 tokens.
Okay. And one more time on the total allotment, 21 million is our cap?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Mark, just so you know, you're checking the time. I think you have a meeting right now.
Yeah, man, he's due to call me. What I'll do when he calls me is I'll just I'll just switch this to mute and turn my volume down if you guys want to keep chatting, and then when I see you guys disappear, then I'll shut the volume down. But I'll probably be tied up for about 30 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, fuck around, find out. I mean, it does stick to what we've done. It's a less work. I think if we do want to go fast and move fast, then we should stick with FCK.
I think we should stick with it, yeah.
Yeah. But there is, I think it could be worth something that we put to the DAO. I feel like the FCK is just going to win resoundingly, but I think if we got buy-in, it'd be quite cool. I got to mute off, guys. This call's coming in.
I can hear it vibrating.
So let's.
Okay. So did he have the meeting then with Ordbits, and you guys had the meeting with Ordinal Bots, and so we're going to roll with Ordinal Bots, correct? Is that what I'm understanding then?
Yeah, we had, it was quite good because we had back to back last night, our time.
Okay, perfect.
So we did, yeah, Ordinal Bots was first. And that guy, yeah, just ticked all the boxes.
Okay.
He, you know, all the questions we asked, he answered in the affirmative. I mean, Ordbits was great. You know, it wasn't a cut and dried. They, you know, we could go with Ordbits and it would be fine. But it's just the guy was on. He was English. He was sort of on the same wavelength. You know, I mean, let me just see who's here. Yeah. The guys
This
in
is
Orbit.
being recorded.
Anyway,
There can be language barriers that
there were language barriers. Yeah,
Gotcha.
that make it difficult to be on the same page.
Their hierarchy are in Dubai.
Yeah.
That's
the Mecca now, though, and you're gonna run into that. But I get it. I mean, if you have a good, you have a meeting where the communication is there, the relationship. I get it. Percentages wise, with this 60-40, that pretty much the same. So there wasn't a ton of difference between the two.
Yeah, Orbit didn't commit, but they said they're happy to work something out.
Okay.
So,
whereas Ordinal's Bot gave it straight up to decide 60-40.
He just came out. I mean, Mark sort of, he suggested we could have a share of the fee. Mark said, how about 70-30? And the Orbot guy said, hey, let's make it 60-40. So because he was conscious of the veteran side of it. So it was sort of their contribution.
Okay.
So they were gonna want like a 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's set in concrete yet.
Yeah, I'm just saying, before he knew it was a veteran project, were they wanting a 50-50 split, and then they were being nice and said, no, you guys keep 60, we'll keep 40. So they gave us a 10% break.
Well, no, it was Mark suggested a 70-30 in their favour. They were 70, and he's come back 60-40 in their favour. So.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so 60%.
But we can their standard fee is 9,000 sats, which is about $6. But we could say, oh, let's make that 12,000 sats. So it's all, nothing set in concrete yet.
Okay.
But the fact that we can make $2.5, $3 off every transaction.
So
we're not going to get rich off it. It's probably no more than 10 grand, but it's a good way to make some money.
So what's their contribution, or what's their standing role?
So the key thing is promotion. If we go with them, they just promote the shit out of it. In their Twitter, we get promoted. They have spaces. We get the shill on their spaces. They organise joint spaces with other, parts of the community. They'll do educational spaces. They normally work with Leather, which is another wallet.
Yep.
We sort of said we were sending everyone towards Xverse, and he said, they recommend Leather, but they're happy to. They've got a relationship with Xverse, so they could do spaces with them as well. So
okay.
So
I'm not familiar with Leather. I don't think I've heard of that one. So
yeah, I'd heard of it. It was one of the very original ones, but I thought it was sort of old school, so I didn't really pay too much attention to it. But
so these guys are gonna be blowing the hell out of our project and getting us a lot of attention, a lot of people looking our way, and then when we slam these freaking runes down everyone's throats,
they can introduce us to all the top projects.
Yeah.
You know, they can help us get all the wallets. You know, do a scan.
That's pretty
snapshot.
badass.
A snapshot was the word.
Snapshot.
Do a snapshot of all the wallets, of all the holders in it, and the big projects. So there's all sorts of stuff they can do.
Okay.
But they also could, you know, Mark sort of looking further down the track. You know, we're looking at sort of, you know, the DeFi side of it, the staking. You know, maybe staking your ordinals to earn runes. They can help with all that. They've designed.
So this is a pretty comprehensive package, you know, that we're getting along
Right.
with this.
Yeah, that's what I'm
that
getting
will
at.
lead to the success, and I think that's an important aspect, right? Is being able to get out there. You know, I've been able to connect with a ton of people in this space, but this just sounds like it accelerates what we're able to do, what we've been working so hard organically to create, that this can now feed into that. So that I like that.
Yeah. And you're saying that they're familiar with the staking aspect,
Mm-hmm.
or they feel they could help us with that.
Mm-hmm. That's what he said.
Yeah, they built a guy. I haven't actually had a chance to check, but a guy, Crypto Ken, they actually built his staking platform.
Okay.
But they it's branded. If we did it, I mean, we're obviously talking, months and months down the road,
Right.
but it would be branded as our platform, but they would build it.
Good. No, that helps a ton.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just looking at the notes.
I knew everything was going to change when you guys talked to them. I hope you know. Because I was like, they're talking to a launch pad. Like the launch pads usually have something set up usually already, and they have ideas that they put together themselves. So usually marketing wise, they have things pretty nailed down, but
Yeah, that's how they make their money.
Was this previous FCK or whatever token, or the fuck around token, how long ago was that captured or registered, that name? Has it been
3
a while?
months.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We thought at first it had just happened in the last week, but Mark dug in and it was pre-mined 3 months ago.
Yeah, this is before we even started, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right before.
Yeah, so a bit of a bitch, but
yeah,
it's not the end of the world.
You had to know somebody was going to get to it eventually. But I still think that this fits into the culture of what we do with first responders and the military lifestyle. I mean, you know, how many stories that a lot of people have about, right?
Yeah. And at the end of the day, everyone talks about FAFO. Like when we're talking about, say, dog, we don't say dog go to the moon. Everyone just talks about dog, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some of the others? There's no one refers to the full 13 character name. It's just
I was going to say, so is that where the number's at, is 13 characters now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And apparently just every so often that gets reduced.
That's why the cat one has a bunch of Z's in front of it and behind it and all that shit.
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
Or in America, they're called Z's, eh?
It's Z for us too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so no, I agree. I don't care about if we get that 13 words down to just the FCK or fuck around, find out. I think that works great because no one pays attention to that shit anyways.
Yeah.
But the FAFO is still going to be live, you know, and they're going to know which one to buy.
Yeah.
Because when they go to buy the rune, we can still have a dollar symbol FAFO, right, for our token.
4 times 3 is 12. Why couldn't we do FAFO dash FAFO dash FAFO? Fucking something like that, and use just the FAFO to. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, why not? I was actually thinking that in the first place, but I wasn't sure how this all worked.
Like FAFO times 4.
No, you'd like have FAFO dash FAFO dash FAFO, and that would be 14 characters. So it would be just slightly over, but I'm assuming we can go over with the ticker symbol of how
That's
it gets
actually not a bad freaking idea, bro.
That's
Because
actually bad.
yeah,
Because
because
then
done.
we
That's
in there.
and that's not even offensive then, right?
No,
People know what it means, but you're not
Yeah.
putting it in the name.
yeah, exactly.
I like
I
that.
like that.
Just drilling
Yeah.
FAFO, FAFO. I think that's perfect. It
Yeah.
doesn't need to be spelled out.
No, it doesn't. I don't know why we were spelling it out, but anyways, I guess because of the 13 characters. So
Everyone here knows when someone says that's FAFO, everyone here knows what the hell what we're talking about, right? So to go along with what Vince is saying, you don't actually have to spell fuck around and find out. Everyone that knows is gonna know. If they're watching our Twitters or memes, they're gonna know exactly what the hell it is, right? Yeah, no, we need to, Rob. I think that's a really good. Vince just had a fucking lightning moment.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
I think I need
yeah,
to
that's
email him a cookie or some shit.
Yeah.
Fucking even
I like
Corman gets shit ideas, so yeah. Fucking A. He's not too far away from the core. They all try to pretend they're, but fucking Corman are just fucking confused Marines. That's all.
Yeah.
Ask them on their covers. They got EGAs on it, so don't let them bullshit you.
Yeah, that's I think that would brand and it goes along with everything we put out as FAFO.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Why
no,
change
for
it?
sure. That Rob, I think definitely if you guys could look into that or bring that up to Mark's attention when he's done with his meeting, I think that's a damn good idea.
So can you use symbols in this ticker
Then-
as well?
No, no.
Then we don't have to go to the DAO at all. We can just leave it the way it is.
So it could
Okay.
be FAFO underscore FAFO
I know you-
underscore.
You use like a
Hyphen.
bullet point.
Or a
Yeah,
hyphen.
like a dot, like
Yeah.
like in between.
Or a hyphen.
No, you can't use, the only symbol you can use is a bullet point.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, we're just one digit over then. So we're at 14. Yeah.
Yeah. And that would actually work. I mean, you could joke around and be like, fuck around and find out. Let's get to the point. And that's essentially what you've got in there. You've got the little point, the dot,
Yeah. FAFO dot FAFO dot F. I love it. It's just
like it.
it's throwing out
Just
our
quick.
brand. Yeah.
Then we don't
Yeah.
even have to go to the DAO. We can just continue on.
Yeah. Yeah. You just fucking continue on. You're right. Don't even have to go to the DAO at that point.
Like, yeah. Because nothing will change.
Right. It's the same shit.
They don't need to care if there's fucking 14 characters in the symbol name.
Right. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't even know that.
Yeah, it does. I don't think that matters at all to them.
No,
Again,
it doesn't.
I think everything has been branded as FAFO. We keep with that. It's identifiable. It sets it apart from the other token, so it sticks out.
Yep.
Right. And
Yep.
and it achieves the goal. It ticks off the box of being slightly less offensive.
Yes.
Yes.
Because it's not all the way spelled out. Yep. So leave it to people's imagination, but those that know, right? I love it. Yeah.
I only take 2.5% for that.
You're the man, Vince.
Yeah.
Hey, no, 2.5 gets split in half, brother. Freaking.
So let's talk about these lot sizes, right? So we were talking about the 5K is a lot size. Is there a reason
7.
why we want to go 7, 5, whatever? Whatever it
Yeah.
is, because you can split the lot sizes later on. This is just an initial launch, right?
Yeah, because when you buy them, you've got the option. It often asks you, before you save them, to your wallet, do you want to split them?
Uh-huh.
Right.
But we asked about the the number of wallets is what's sort of the ideal. And both guys sort of said 2,500 to sort of 5,000.
Okay.
So the thought is, if we're working on a total supply of 21 million, it's preferable to sort of be divisible. So with sort of thinking 3,000 wallets, is 7,000 per batch. It's a nice round figure.
So the
7,000.
21 million divided by what?
By
By
3,000 wallets.
By 3,000.
I think we should do the lots as 69.
Okay, so that puts it at 7,000.
How many? How much was the allocation for ammo in the first place?
1 for 1.
No, I
Huh?
mean like how many ammo was there in circulation?
Oh, there's 4 billion.
It's 4 billion.
Yeah.
I thought it was more than that, but
No, if
Is
I
it?
remember right, it was 4 billion. Because initially we were going to have this be at a 4 billion too.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So no, I like the smaller supply because that's just going to get burned up. And if we're getting 40% of every transaction on any transactions of ruins going back and forth, that's going to put some funds into coffers, you know what I'm saying? And then we could turn around and freaking get, back everything up with some S21s, right? And that just creates more people buying tokens, more liquidity.
Yeah. And then the idea is that it's a free mint to start with, so that that gets excited, and then when that 15% is gone, then it's like $10 per batch for the next few hundred, and then
Okay.
it
it
just
just
goes up.
incremental. Okay.
Yeah, do it in like, I don't know, say 4 phases, and that'll just
Okay.
gather momentum. People will get FOMO,
Okay.
and yeah.
So then, how is this going to work for the community with the airdrops or whatever we were talking about before?
We're going to do the snapshot.
Is that-
All right. The snapshot will determine what they get airdropped. Right.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got luckily there's not a lot of buying and selling at the moment. So Sam's well on the way through working it all out, going through the contract, making a list, and checking for duplicates, all that sort of thing.
Do we have this document saved now so that we don't have to go searching for it again? Like recreating this? Or does it need to be done each time just to take a current snapshot? There's got to be a good way of tracking this moving forward, I would think.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether sort of Sam's worked out a technique of doing it.
Okay.
So we're going to have 3,150,000 free ruins airdrop. That's 15% of 21 million. Is that give or take?
Yep. That sounds about right.
Okay, so and
say
then
that number again, Gary.
3,150,000, and that will leave us 17,850,000 left
for the tier
outside
release.
Yeah, and then we sell those in batches of 7,000.
Okay.
If we're going right with this, with the 7K batch, right? So outside of the free mint, so if we're looking at the 17,850,000, and then we divide it by what, 3,000 wallets at that point.
Right.
Okay, then we're looking at 5,950. Let's see. Yeah, would be a batch size, right? Give or take. I guess if you divided it by that 17,850 17,850,000, you divide that by the 3,000 wallets, then we might
Well,
want to,
the 3,000
adjust.
wallets are the total wallets.
yeah. So yeah, that put the batch size around 6,000 at that point, right? Give or take.
And do they share with you what the philosophy is with having this many wallets? Is it just for diversity of liquidity across the market itself? Is that what is the purpose of hitting these wallet numbers? Just I can just imagine that the more wallets that are holding, the more people are willing to invest because it's not concentrated, right? That's my own understanding, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw out a guess here, and that's just that if we get those wallets in, if they get a free airdrop, they might be more willing to go out and buy a batch more, right? Which equals a transaction, which equals money to both Ordinals bot and ourselves, right?
All right.
So then the more wallets we get in there, the more.
Do we have a follow-up meeting with these guys set up?
Not yet. That'll be the next step.
Well, and they're on your guys' time frame, right? Because you guys.
No, their hierarchy are in the UK.
Okay. All right. So.
But that's, it was like we met at 7:30 last night. 7:30 p.m. for us. It was like 8:30 a.m. for him. So it works pretty well.
Okay. That means
Our
it would have been midnight. Would have been midnight for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're thinking that we get this. We do a lit. So our total hit run on this is 4 to 5 weeks, right? From the time we go.
They said you don't want to drag it out too long. You just want to go hard for a few weeks.
Okay.
I can do that for 20 minutes, maybe, if you're lucky.
Gather, I'm going to need to spend the $30 a year on fucking verified Twitter or whatever, hey?
Huh? In English.
Yeah, I think you were.
No, I said, am I going to have to get verified Twitter so that I can't seem to message anyone.
Yeah. Elon wants your money, bro.
Fuck him.
Pay the guy.
How many fucking things do you got to pay fucking monthly here? Fuck, Jesus Christ.
No, it was like $84 for the year.
Yeah.
No, you're fucking American. It's like double for me.
But it's still the equivalent of $85.
Well, quit dropping your phone in the lake.
It's $150 a year or some shit. Fucking premium LinkedIn's another fucking $250 a year, and fucking, oh my god.
Well,
socials. What the fuck were y'all paying for socials for? Ridiculous.
Yeah, that violin's too big, Vince. Need to bring that down a little bit. Hey, this comes from a master rapper.
Yeah. An epic rapper. Get it right. He's an epic rapper.
Paul's not even verified, and he's our CEO. So how is he managing all of this?
I just paid for my verified because now I'm getting more followers than I did before. And now I did it for a strategic reason because I have my own music NFT.
Because you're a music guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So
exactly.
Hey,
there's a reason for leveraging.
Hey, we could put a downvote in to get the community to pay for your freaking blue check.
No. Fuck no. I paid for mine.
I swear.
This is going to be fun, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No. After the meetings last night, it was like, fuck yeah, this is real now.
Yeah. All right. So, let's. I guess we should run this new name configuration and see how Mark likes it. If it ticks off the boxes for him when he gets off that other call. And maybe we don't even put this to a vote. We just, if that's what we like, and I feel like it checks the boxes for everything that we're doing.
Hey, I'll make the call. Fuck the vote, and Nothing changes. It's
No,
FAFO.
What?
Nothing.
Who's this?
Nothing
Who's
changes.
this guy? Who's this guy?
What in the fuck changes? Nothing changes. It's the same
does.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need a vote. Just waste time.
It's
No,
it's
I
FAFO period. Yeah, I mean, you just carry it on. It's the same.
yep.
If we're changing a name,
Oh,
sure, bring it to a vote, but nothing
We're not.
changes here. Let's just get this shit going, as Paul would say.
I'll see
All
you
right.
guys tomorrow.
All right. Later,
All right.
Rob. Okay.
Well, kind of.
yeah. Vote done.
Let's wait out freaking Mark here.
Everybody who is for FAFO, say aye.
All right.
Aye. Cork,
I'm
you better
on
raise
the
that.
fence.
You better raise that freaking hand. You're on the fence. I don't want to know why you're on the fence, because that,
Brother,
that,
yeah.
that
You want to
could
be on
kind
one
of
side or
creepy.
the other. Yeah. Yeah, bad things happens when you're on the fence. Shit gets slippery real quick. You could hurt something right in the middle.
All right. Well, what else do we need to cover from your notes? Is there any other details we should probably consider, ponder on, so that we are prepared, or have at least some dialogue that if we need to take anything to the DAO, we can do that?
No, not really. The only, the first decisions are the name and the, how we split them.
Okay.
So I think everyone's pretty much agreed that 21 million is a good number.
Sure. Yep.
God, my internet sucks.
Turn your phone sideways, bro.
Bruh.
Bruh. Any burn mechanism that we want to do with this, any of this, to decrease supply? Do they do anything, or was that discussed of how that those tokenomics might play into it?
No, that didn't come up.
Okay.
There's only 21 million. I mean, that's not
Saying.
not many when it comes to a coin or a ruin. Same thing, but you know what I'm saying? That's really, I don't think that's really a lot.
No.
Well, if you look at
It's determined on what the actual price of the token is per token.
well, the more that get burnt or the more that get freaking utilized in transactions.
I mean, like right away, like
what do you mean gets burnt in transactions?
Well, like I said, if there's a burn mechanism that you're bringing up, Vince, we got
no. I'm just saying, like, we could institute one where, like, say, hey, we have like some kind of like, we could do like a buyback, where we go and take some liquidity, buy the token off the market, and it just gets burnt, decreasing the supply. Right? Otherwise we get stuck into this, maybe like with ammo, where that multiple transactions in one driving gas fees up and creating issues, right? I don't know exactly how that works on Bitcoin, but
yeah, good question. Damn,
it's definitely different there.
Freaking, you get me contact high, bro. I gotta use some.
The smoke's getting in my eyes,
Yeah,
Wake.
the smoke's getting me, man.
Blow it the other way. Blow it the other way.
Come on.
All
It's
right.
the me time.
Is that a cig of weed, bro? Is that a cig of weed or what? Yeah.
All right. Well, Cork, is there anything else that you want to cover? Otherwise, we can look to wrap it up.
No, I think that we're sweet. We just need to
Get Mark on board.
Yeah. discuss the new name.
So
make
what has you
another-
on the fence enjoying that little like wooden post that's between your
Well,
legs?
It's just that Mark and I spent like an hour discussing it last night, so I'd sort of just, made my
I hate to burst your bubbles.
well, it's been a fucking emotional roller coaster because we came up with that fork first, and we thought, "Fuck yeah, that's fucking great." And then about an hour later, Mark sort of said, "Actually, why don't we make it FCK?" And we discussed that, and it's like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, that's great." And now I've got to fucking get my head around a third option.
Vince's thought. He should win freaking Web3 Guru of the Year with that thought. I mean, that's perfect.
Even if you did FUK, right? You're not far away from it phonetically, it's the same, but it still stands out, right? So you could do FUK.
Yeah, but everybody knows what FAFO means, so if it was repeated 3 times, big deal.
Right, it's perfect. It's badass. You're just advertising your fucking ruin, Yeah.
And everybody knows what that is.
Yeah. And nothing changes. Really, nothing changes. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
Cork, did we get you up too early?
You gotta have that coffee, brother.
It's 3 p.m. here.
No, Mark and I right. That's right.
We were up to about 12:30 last night. So.
Oh my God! Whoa!
Fuck off. When you get to my age, sleep becomes more critical.
Yeah, I bet when I'm 66, it probably will be. Yeah.
Rob, slap him around. You show him what a 55-year-old can do.
I've got a long memory.
I'm not far behind you.
No.
I barely sleep. There's too much shit to get done, man.
How old's Gary?
Young.
Yeah.
Take a guess.
I don't know, 45, 46?
Young, dumb, and full of
Boing. Yeah. No, I'm 48, brother.
Yeah. I just turned 46, so
we're the veteran. We literally are the veterans in this space, right? If we can freaking do this, then exactly. Okay.
In it to win it.
Okay. Well then, let's call it a day. I have yet to get dinner, and it's 10 o'clock for me.
Yeah, you better eat. Hey, Rob, let us know if you talk with Mark about that. Can you let us know? Because, I think
we'll post it in Founders.
Okay. I think that's the winning ticket from old Vince.
Appreciate you guys.
All right. See ya.
Later, Wake.
Later.
The lamb. And now there's 4.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and
I've missed a couple of calls during the meeting, so I better go and see if it's anything important.
There you go.
Why is it?
Oh, see,
all right.
Fucking Bitcoin's fucking with us. Back down to 66.
Yeah. Fuck. Every time we think about doing something, and shit fucking drops ass.
Yeah.
Fun. It's always just when you think it's going to stick around a certain 68, 69 average.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it seems like it just changes out, and then freaking, I don't know. Hopefully you get some consistency, here soon. If I just want to see it being 3-4 days straight, and then maybe at that point, we flip the switch.
I think Bitcoin has got some. I want to say potentially it's got some fair value gaps that are down a little lower. I think ETH already filled its lower fair value gaps. So yeah, we'll see.
Well, weren't people pouring some money into the ETFs for ETH?
Yeah. Tomorrow we have what, FOMC meeting, right? So we'll see if there's going to be any kind of rate cuts, or steady as it goes.
Yep.
So
Well, they're
we'll see
saying,
what the market's going to do.
yeah, they were saying a couple weeks ago that the economy here was up 2.5 or 3% or some shit. So it'll be interesting what the Fed does. See if they keep the rates the same or if they lower them down a little bit. So,
all right. Well, we need to let Rob get his afternoon nap in. His little nappy time.
Is tea?
Yeah, he's gonna go decompress and play a little alluvium.
Oh boy.
You got a camera in here somewhere.
No. It's funny in Discord. It'll show you and it'll say playing alluvium.
Oh, really?
Right into your name. I'm like, does his wife know? Does his wife know that
Hey,
he's not actually doing any work?
I've invested about $3,000 into that fucking game. So
what is so compelling about it?
it's the first real play to earn. So you have a fucking bit of land that generates fuel, and everyone needs fuel for traveling around, so they buy it off you.
Okay.
So I don't play that. There's different parts of the game. There's there's like collecting fucking like Pokemon, collecting the bloody characters. I mean, that doesn't interest me. It's really just building up my plot of land to generate as much fuel as possible to sell on the market.
All right, gents.
Anyway.
All right.
I'm gonna hop off and then come back, and I got some more work to do tonight.
All right.
So my music stuff squared away. So, all right. Thank you.
All right, guys.
All right. See you, Rob.
Good night.
Catch you guys
Bye,
later.
Mark. Bye, Mark.
I'll be like, hell no.